Hello friends, Those Back Pages here. I hope you're well. Time flies when you're busy working and getting ready for the show. 1 month from today, I will be in Chicago with my friends. And man, I cannot wait to see everybody. It's been a while since I've showed off some mail. And a lot of mail has come in, so sit back, grab yourself a beverage. We're going to have a good time. We're going to see some slabs. We're going to talk about some stuff. The usual here on Those Back Pages channel, where I like to give away the sauce for free. Over the weekend, this past weekend, it was Hobby Palooza. I hope you're able to check out at least some of it. I know I did. It's good stuff to have on in the background where you're doing other stuff. And one segment in particular was with Andy. She blinded me with refractors, who you should all know by this point. But he was, fielding questions and discussing current events and was talking about how people are saying, we're in the junk wax part volume 2 era. And he brought up a very good point. Well, he didn't necessarily agree with it, and I don't either, for various reasons. Mostly being, from me personally, mostly being what's potentially inside of those bags. As somebody who grew up in the junk wax era, the initial one, I guess you could say we didn't really know any better, but maybe we were naive, but we enjoyed ourselves nonetheless. But he brought up a good point, and he said, we're in the junk content era, as far as YouTube goes, and he might be right. He might be speaking for all of us. I mean, people might not find what I do enjoyable. I do, and that's why I continue to share it. And, giving insight to what I like to collect. Because I think the one thing us collectors, we like to be right at the end of the day. We're not always right, but we like to be right. And to add on to the junk content creators, and that's a new one, and I agree with that. I mean, there's a lot of people on this platform that are here to make money, unfortunately, by not so nice ways, but that's another topic. But I think we are in another point that's been, and this is not my not my creation, or however you want to phrase it, but the junk slab era. That might be right. And if it is right, what's wrong with that? Now, depending on one's feelings on, ungraded cards and such, I'm a big fan. I've gone over why many times. And I think even with this new, for CSG, who's now next month will be entering their third rendition of their product. If you haven't heard by now, I'd be surprised. But CSG is now going to combine themselves with CGC. And so they'll have comics, non-sports cards, TCGs, and sports cards, all under one umbrella with, not even a universal flip. We're going to get into that in a little bit. But I think that choice might have been a smart one on their part. But could it be the case of a day short, a dollar short and a day late? It could be. I'll continue to support them and buy their slabs I buy all three companies' slabs, depending on what the card is. There are some cards that I want that I just, I can't find in a PSA slab. And that PSA is obviously my grading party, third grading party of choice. And PSA 9s are the absolute best buy a collector can get. Sure, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cheaper? Absolutely. Especially on modern. But, see, here's the thing. The knock on PSA is actually what I consider their strong point. Let me explain. I am not a fan of the PSA 10 tags, Gem Mint tags, PSA 10, CGC 10, SGC 10. The 10 tags, will I pay it? Sometimes. Again, it depends on the card, in relation to the other grades, in relation to the price point, and all of that. Everything goes into that. And I'm going to have a slab here that's a 10 that I'm going to show off, and I'll explain. Here's why I find PSA 9 to be the absolute best. Because, the detractors of PSA say, they don't tell you why it got that. There's no transparency, that this and that and the third and blah, blah, blah. Yes. A company that's been around for 32 years now has not told you why your card got the grade it did. It's been 32 years. I don't think that's going to change. Again, 32 years it's been this way. You don't have to use PSA. You can use SGC, you can use CSG, you can even use BGS if you want. It's easy to forget they still exist, but that's a whole nother story. PSA 9, on any given day, for the most part, can be a 10. I'm not reinventing the wheel here. The major detractors of grading, the people that don't like grading will tell you that, it's rigged and this person gets preferential grades and this and that. Well, yeah, of course. That's the world we live in. Let's not shove our heads up our butts and pretend it's not. But you look over the card, you buy the card, not the assigned grade. Everyone's saying that now too, and that's fine. But the price points for your 9s versus 10s is just dramatic. And I'll try to point that, when I go over these cards, I'll try to give you an estimate of what they cost. And what they cost is going to be a significant amount less than the 10 for the most part. Upwards of 75-80% cheaper than a 10. And some of these cards are numbered. And then you get into the whole discussion of, a gold refractor is numbered to 50. Should a 9 be $100 when a 10 is $1,000? There's 50 of them to begin with. Give me the 9 all day. I'm not saying that that's the accurate price, but I'm just giving you an example. $1,000 for a 10 is $200 for a 9. That minute difference, for the most part, you're not going to tell. And then you can loop in the entire quality control issues that these companies are having when they're producing this product. I'll try to point that out as well. Let's get on to the cards. That's enough yapping. First up is a Road Warriors 1988 NWA Superstars. I consider this to be their rookie card. It's their first pack issue card, I believe. That's big to me. Centering is very nice on this copy. A lot of them are not so nice. Yes, I should have cut that hangnail. Let me do that right now. Not to mention it hurts, but I'm sure someone's going to comment. Alright, that's better. Alright, sorry about that. Let's see. Where do we go next? Odds and ends. Let's go over odds and ends first. Pickups. The importance of having friends in this hobby cannot be stated enough. You know, I'm a huge advocate of going to the show where you can meet as many people at once as possible. I get it, it's not for everyone, but it is for me. But I've formed friendships from these shows, and I've gone over that before. But anyway, a friend of mine said, hey, he sent me a link to this auction. Hey, you may be interested in this. It's a Gretzky O-Pee-Chee 2020 O-Pee-Chee Retro Black Border PSA 8. The thing here is it's numbered to 100, and it's very condition sensitive due to its non-chromium. Try to stay away from that. Oh, it's paper. It's all paper at the end, but it's a non-chromium card, so it's subject to wear right out of the bag, and it's number 200, and this was 20 bucks. This was a blaster. I get it, it's not a playing days card, but it is a card number 200. Here's a card I picked up just because, you know, I like chrome refractors. For the price of a blaster, I picked this up in a fine 9. It's not numbered. You know, it's becoming a pretty notorious card for various reasons. Price of a blaster, actually 20 bucks. So under a blaster. Let's see. This card was an add-on from another purchase. I'm a big proponent of you guys looking around to see what else the seller has when you buy something from them, especially at auction format with the new you got to pay right away best offers. It's not really in your best interest to fire off 5 offers from a seller and pay 5 shipping fees. I get it, you can get, you know, your your shipping fees refunded, but that's not the point. This is from 99 Finest. It's one of the inserts, but it's a shiny insert with, and the cool thing is on the back is also a refractor, and these are numbered to 847. I think it's tied in to whatever particular stat they're talking about. So I picked up that Bonds. Here's another from 21 Upper Deck exclusives. Connor McDavid. Shout out to Connor McDavid. He just won his third Hart Trophy, I believe. It's the third MVP in, you know, eight seasons in the league, and including missing half of his first season due to injury. But these are numbered to 100. I explained a lot of these in my last video. Raw cards don't count. And so these are hobby exclusive from the Upper Deck Extended series, which aren't all that popular to begin with. So then during the playoffs, I picked this up because I didn't have. I think I showed a couple last video, but this is a 2020 Metal Universe Red PMG Leon Draisaitl. Now that's how it's spelled. It's pronounced Draisaitl. We would joke at the show last year that, you know, not only did 98.5% of the people, these are numbered 200 on the back, the first 10 are green, like traditional PMGs. So not only did 98 plus percent of the people on the show floor have any idea who he was, they'd have no idea how to say his name. Possibly the greatest European hockey player of all time. It's debatable. Definitely the best German of all time. Let's see. Next. Next. Okay, we'll do that. For football, I've been really getting into the Prism Ice. So I picked up this Joe Burrow purple from last year's Prism. It's numbered to 225 there on the back. And the price was right, and these are super, super shiny. They're kind of like, for you baseball people, they're kind of like sapphire or atomic. So I picked up that burro. I had this one. Now these are my focus, I guess, if you could say that. But the blue ice, I really like the blue ice. I guess because they do look like sapphire, but also because they're numbered to 99 on the back. Now that's my problem with the NBA Prism. A couple years back, Panini started numbering the blue ice to 125. So that's a 25% price jump, print run jump. That's excessive in my opinion. Never mind that, you know, the prices seem to be a lot higher on NBA. So I did pick up, and again, like I said, I prefer PSA, but when it's a card you want and it's in one of the other slabs, you bite your lip and you buy it. Like this blue ice, Joe Burrow's second year blue ice, numbered to 99. Just the card itself is awesome. I mean, the slab is what it is. It takes away from dark cards, in my opinion. You know, I've spoken about this many times. If the gasket itself was a opaque, or a, whatever you call, you know, this part, whatever this, you know, this part is, these would look even better because it would enhance the card, especially on the small cards and the mini cards. But again, it's a card that's numbered to 99. The price, I did get a nice SGC discount, as they like to say, because it's not PSA, so that probably did save me $50 or $75. But man, that's just me. Remember, I like to say people don't buy tuxes, they rent them. Alright, that's the odds and ends. The rest are kind of, well, no, that's not true. Let's go over these. So, I had mentioned in the beginning that I had picked up a PSA 10. And I'm going to show it right now. I'm going to preface this by saying I had set probably 3 or 4 snipes from this seller. And I lost all but this one. Okay. So it's the 2022 Topps Gilded Collection. Witt Jr. Numbered to 199. Like all of the first year Chrome players are numbered to 199. Don't know why, it is what it is, but I was able to pick this up for the price of 4 chromium blasters. And I set the snipe and I won. I expected to win some of the 9s, but I did not win any of the 9s, and I happened to win this. So it's funny how that works sometimes. Mentioning, like I showed off the Wander before, you know, I went ahead and picked up from your friend of mine, JT, you know, a PSA 8 Topps Chrome, first Topps Chrome Witt Jr. card, which doesn't come in a non-refractor version. They're all like this. Kind of like the Pat Mahomes Prism rookie. There's no non-silvers. And, you know, I happen to be a fan of Witt Jr. I get it. A lot of people don't like him, but I do. And I went ahead and again, auctions are auctions. You never know. You don't try, you're not going to win. I went ahead and picked up this second Topps Chrome in a refractor from Update. And these are now, unfortunately, numbered to $299. They had been $250 for quite a while, but they are now numbered to $2.99, and I think this image is quite nice. I am a big fan of this image. As you see, there's a bazillion. I think he has, for the Chromium releases of 2022, I think all the first year Chrome players have at least 6 or 7 different images across Cosmic and all the other Gilded and all the other stuff. So it's becoming a bit of a deterrent, if I'm being honest, from the brand, because I am a big fan, and you'll see more in a second, of Topps Chrome itself. So I went ahead and picked up this Pujols in an SGC 7. It's a very bulky, I guess because, the point stock of the card. But it's a very bulky slab. And again, I picked this up because it's from his 4th year. Yeah. 2004. Who knows if that's real jersey. It tells you playoff all-star material, but it's a card number to 100. And it was $20, if that. Somewhere around there. It was at auction, so it was difficult to pass up on that one. So I didn't. Speaking of which, I've been focused on gold refractors, gold cards, blue refractors. And every once in a while, I think about green refractors. And I load up the watch list, and then I think about it some more, and then I remove them from the watch list. And I think the difficult part of this whole thing is waiting for more gold and blues to show up for sale in non-gem form. So while you're waiting, you're searching and you're waiting. Look, this kind looks good. And then you are distracted. You go off course. But this is a little different. I picked this up. I think it was from ComC actually in auction. It's from 2020 Topps Chrome, which I've grown to be a bigger fan because of what it represents and everything. And they did like a retro relics reprint of the rookie cards. And I went ahead and picked up this Pujols in this disastrous slab with the baggie inside. It's terrible. Ban the baggie. It is a green refractor, and it's numbered to 99 there. 22 of 99, 21 of 99. But the thing about it is the back looks stupid. It doesn't look anything. But the front looks just like the original, the image from his flagship rookie, which happens to be green border that year. So it actually works for this card. And again, it was $20. I mean, what is what is $20 anymore? Here's another one, another Pujols I picked up and was able to get this. I think this was 40, something like that. And if you know, this is from the 2020 Heritage release, which pays homage to the 71 Topps set, which is a black border. So the black border Chrome cards, and then Topps Heritage black refractors are very, very popular. They obviously had to mix it up for this release, so they made them white border. They call them white refractors. And again, they're numbered to the year of release of 71. So this is number 26 of 71. So I think that worked to my advantage. Like to get a Pujols black refractor, essentially just happens to be white this year. For the price of 2 blasters just seemed like a no-brainer and a fine 9. And again, a fine 9. I would bet a little bit of money that the person that submitted that to get graded was pissed off when it came back a 9. I think you would see that a lot on modern cards. That's why I like to say, you cry, I buy. Speaking of which, also for the less than the price of a blaster, $20, I've got this Sunbest offer. And again, a lot of it is knowing what you're buying, knowing the production issues and whatnot. From 21 Topps Heritage, this is the blue Otani. I believe these are in the Walmart Megas. I'm not exactly sure, but it is, you know, ooh, it's only a 7, but it's a 7 for a reason, because the back is jacked up. Now, if you know anything about, you know, 21 Heritage, you know that it, you know, it pays homage to the 73 set. 22 Heritage, sorry, yeah. But, you know, the border is all jacked up. You know, that black shows a lot of damage. So that led to these, are not numbered, that led to the assigned grade of a 7. And I know the guy who submitted this, I don't know him personally, but I'd be willing to bet he was had his fist in the air when this grade came back. So by the time he owned this card, if he pulled it out of a pack or bought it raw, got it graded, sold it to me, he lost money on this. He took a loss, bro. Because there's no way. But again, that's fine by me. 8, 9, 8, 7, 6, whatever. Beats are raw to me. Let's see. I've been getting into the dipping my toe back into the prospecting again, because it's been fun. I think I showed this one off, but from 2022 Chrome, I'm sorry, regular Bowman, non-Chrome, the blue refractor De La Cruz. This guy's doing quite well to start his career. Numbered to 150. The night before you got called up, I had put in an offer and was surprised it was accepted after they announced a call up. But the mega box, De La Cruz for $30. I believe these are a bit more now. You know, I'm a big fan of Mega over the years. Another youngster. These are going to be all youngsters here for a little bit. But from 2022 Bowman draft, this is the blue refractor Jackson Holiday. Having a bit of fun with these. I picked up the Sapphire because I love Sapphire. I want an LE Sapphire, you know, from this, but time is not now to buy that. I kept losing the auctions, and time to wait on that now. That's fine. I did pick up this funky Tiger Stripe Prism Holiday, and these are numbered to 99. And to me, this just really works because, you know, the Orioles colors. I know it's a pajama card, but I like it, and the price was right, so I added that. I'm trying to add the again, you go to auction, you never know. I picked up this Sky Blue. It's numbered to 499, so it's a higher number card, but again, it was under $20 because it's only an 8. I picked up, let's see, from 2023 Bowman, the new Bowman that just came out. This is the Drew Jones blue refractor, again numbered to 150. So I think I'm collecting blue refractors of prospects now, or at least guys I think could be, you know, showing up. And if you never know, tomorrow never knows. but I think they look nice. They're numbered to 150. They're blue. They're significantly cheaper than their gold equivalent. And as one of my best friends said, it's easier to swallow losing out on a blue refractor, swallowing the cost of these guys scrubbing out versus their gold equivalent. And he's right. You know, these are the three of these cost me right around what a jumbo box of Bowman would cost. So, and I get it, they're not 10s, but they are numbered to 150, and it's a, you know, a, what's the word I'm looking for? A legacy brand, legacy color. Can't exactly think of the term, but pedigree color, I guess. Again, PSA non-10s. This is numbered to 199. This was $15. 15. So half a blaster, because blasters are now $30. It's already slabbed up. It's numbered to 199. And what I like about these purplish colors, pattern, whatever, because there's a regular purple, it pays homage to the original Diamondbacks colors. Again, $15 for a card that's numbered to 199, but because it was given an assigned grade of an 8, it's looked upon poorly by a vast majority of the community. But again, it's a card numbered to 199. I haven't had much luck picking this guy up, but I did pick up this James Wood Megabox Blue Refractor, which is numbered to 150. I would like the regular Blue Refractor, but you know, there aren't very many online, on eBay at least, and the price is a little out of whack compared to what these guys, you know, these two were auctions, and then this was a best offer as soon as it was listed. I got a really good price. One more prospect here. The we won't talk about that. The Dominguez rookie card parallel gold refractor, numbered to 50. It's gold. Why not? So, like I mentioned, I've been really getting into the blue and gold, especially refractors. So let's see some, shall we? Gold, well, yeah, just shut up and show cards. Here's the 2022 Bowman Chrome Mookie Betts Blue Refractor, numbered to 150. Here's the Pujols from the same set, is probably his last Bowman Chrome Blue Refractor. Here's a card I bought that certainly gave me the CSG discount. This is the first generation CSG slab with the ever hated green flip, but the plastic is undeniable. It's the best plastic in the game. It's his second year. Finest blue refractor, numbered to 150. So I was able to use the third party to my advantage, save a bunch of money. That Bonds I showed earlier, this was also purchased from that seller just by looking around and see what they had. It's from 2008 Bowman Chrome Yadier Molina Blue Refractor. Not really a big fan of the gloving cards, but you know, this has a very 69 Johnny Bench Topps O-Pee-Chee image feel to it, and I thought that was a nice buy. I think this was $25. So for the price of a blaster, unfortunately 1 year too late on the etching, but still looks good. Picked up everybody's hated Alex Rodriguez from 2011 Bowman Chrome. So the Trout rookie year. Real good shine on this. Still 150 that year. They bounce around a lot on the blues. From being unnumbered to being 299. Wish back then they would have stayed consistent, but it is what it is. But I just feel that again, this was like $15. Something stupid cheap. This is the type of stuff I hope to see at the National. I'm not holding my breath because real estate at the National is expensive and non-gems are not popular. So I'm trying to devise a shirt to help me in that process. So I picked up what might be my favorite Mookie Betts image on a card, even though it's an airbrushed card. This is him in a Red Sox uniform, airbrushed to look like the Dodgers, but it really works with this blue refractor. Unfortunately it's in one of those stupid cases that PSA has used. The fat lip and the baggy inside, double baggy front and back. But it's a card that's numbered to 150 that doesn't show up a ton, especially at auction. So when it did show up at auction, I tried to win it and I was able to. But it looks terrible in this case, but it is what it is. Hopefully someday they'll come to their senses and they'll ban the baggy. Picked up this 2009 Bowman Chrome Ken Griffey Jr. blue refractor with the Mariners, which is important in my opinion. It's a really sharp card. They did, even though even though Topps cheaped out on the etching to save money, they removed the etching. At least back then, they had massive amounts of shine on the refractor. There's no mistaking that this is a blue refractor. None. And again, it's numbered to 150 that year on the back. It's just a great image. Striking the baseball. Probably one of his last games at Yankee Stadium, because this came out the year the new Yankee Stadium opened. So this was probably taken in 08 when the old one closed. Just a great card overall. Speaking of great cards, you're going to see here, well, let's show this one first. 2007 Bowman Chrome. So the one before the Molina, when they were the Ichiro blue refractor, when they were still doing etching. You can see Seattle has etching. You can see the folds in his pants, outline on the glove, the fingers. I don't know if it'll pick up there, but the fingers have etching all around the borders. The lines in the borders have etching. You're going to see what I mean in a minute. So there's a blue refractor from 07 Bowman Chrome, numbered to 150. Also from 2007 Bowman Chrome is the Albert Pujols blue refractor. Just an amazing, just, even the name is puffy. You know, they didn't cut corners. They didn't cheap out. you know, they were still 2 years away from being a monopoly. And man, the quality on this is unbelievable. And it's numbered to 150. I mean, you take this, you take, you know, the Mookie. Imagine this Mookie with some etching. You would see the etching in the shin guard, in the shoes, in the bat. It's just mind-numbing why they would take something this beautiful, this release, and then later this year they would put out draft when they would bring back Barry Bonds, and this is his blue refractor from that year, and it's flat. It's really shiny, which looks great. It's shiny. It really catches the light well, but it's flat. You look at these two cards, and it's night and day. They're both blue refract. Never mind that they numbered them to 199 for some reason. Again, print more. But you look at these two, and it's night and day. Quality within the same year these were released. This was the cutoff point when Topps really went to shit with their chrome products. If you've not seen these in person pre-2008 or 7 draft, unbelievable difference. To the point it's frustrating. Look at the logo. I hope it's picking up on camera. It's just night and day build difference, quality of card. I can't even. So that's the blues. Got some gold here, but you know, here's a from tomorrow night's draft, the number 1 pick. I'm making a prediction that it will fool nobody. But the game dated moments, gold, Connor Bedard. The print run on these is unknown. Probably a couple hundred. Probably 500. Who knows? But it's a great looking card. It's gold. I picked up this 2002 Topps gold Pujols, which looks a lot like the base gold that year. They didn't really. The build is nice because it has like a matte finish to it. You can see between, you know, difference between the picture and the border. The picture is glossy, and then the border itself is matte finish. Has like almost like a gold feel to it. And these are numbered. That's Polanco on the back. They didn't fix them until the factory set. It's numbered to 2002. Second year they started numbering the golds. And then I picked up this one from this year's Topps. Horrible picture and all. The Michael Harris Rookie of the Year last year. Gloving on the card horizontally. But it's numbered to 2023. That's why I think these Topps Golds, you know, they add 1 number every year. So it's just fantastic looking. I mean, you want to debate, it's kind of more of a brown there. You can kind of see the border colors. But it is continuous, so that's always good. This came in the mail today, actually. Shout out to Jeremy for pointing it out and not wanting and passing on it, so I was able to pick this up. From 2022 Topps Chrome, the gold refractor Mookie Betts. And I haven't opened any of this product, but if you talk to people that have, they will tell you the quality control is almost non-existent for centering and scratches and everything else. So this being an 8, good for you. Good for me, maybe bad for you, good for me. Numbered to 50. There's 50 of these. That's it. So for less than 2 blasters, I was able to add that to the collection. Here's a 2022 Flashbacks Juan Soto Gold Refractor. Not the best looking card. Never was a huge fan of 95 Finest. It's numbered to 50. I think this was 30. I've had this one a while. But it's not a 10, so nobody cares. Let's see. Picked up this 2019 Bowman's Best Gold Refractor Shohei Ohtani. Hitting, shiny, obviously no etching or anything, but numbered to 50, Shohei Ohtani. Can't get enough of these Ohtani Gold Refractors. There's 50 of them. That's it. Here's one from the show last year. That part of the pack giveaway, I believe. Rapper Redemption. Looks like 22 Bowman Chrome. You can see there on the bottom it says the National there. Sports Car Convention. Sports Collectors Convention there. Nice follow-through hitting image. Obviously would look better with etching, but here we are. Certainly don't see any etching in Fanatics Future. Why would they spend money when they have to pay big bills? From 2021 Bowman Chrome Mookie Betts Gold Refractor. I think I might have shown this one off. I don't remember. You know, these are very difficult to pass on when they're the price of it, and it's a 9 too. The price of 2 blasters. Would you rather own this card or open 2 blasters that will never ever contain this card, because gold refractors are in Hobby Jumbo or whatever non-retail. From here I picked up this. I wanted a nice Bo Bichette in the collection, so I picked up this 2020 Finest, rookie year parallel gold refractor numbered to 50, Bo Bichette. Picked up this was a buy it now that I had seen when it was just listed. I think, even though everybody hates A-Rod, and it's a hitting image, but it's a horizontal image and it actually looks nice. And it's from 2010 Topps Chrome Gold Refractor A-Rod. And let me tell you, it has a little bit of outlining on it, actually. But it very, very polished shine. I mean, I don't even know the camera's doing it justice, if I'm being honest, because the pictures don't. But it's very, very shiny, and it is numbered to 50. 31 and 50. And this was buy it now for $50. I hit the. I didn't give it much thought. I didn't have an A-Rod gold refractor in the collection, and I've been trying to get a 2013, and I tried in vain to get a 2013 for twice as much as this one. The seller just wouldn't budge. I think he has it at like $175, and obviously it's not worth anything near that. We had gone back and forth a couple of times, and I had passed on it, and then this one showed up. And I get it, it's A-Rod, blah, blah, blah. But super, super shine on that one. I want to thank you guys for sticking in there. Even for myself, this is a rather long video. I've got one more to show, and very happy to have this. I'll just go ahead and show it. It's from 2007 Bowman Chrome. It's a gold refractor Ichiro. Big fan of 2011 earlier Etro Pujols gold refractors. They are numbered to, well, I'll go into that another time, but this one is numbered to 50, number 6 of 50. So yeah, super shiny, etching, the works. Fantastic.